Is this thing on?
Welcome back to another episode of Spooled Life Live. I'm your host, Ram Garcia, and we are in the beautiful Corpus Christi Roy's Bait and Tackle studio, where I have another, what would you call this show? Like another presentational,
Yeah,
uh,
something
what do you,
magnificent.
yeah, like magnificent,
Yeah.
magnificent, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Journal related,
Yeah, sure.
like a notepad
I would
worthy,
say so.
sticky note
Yeah.
worthy
Textbook.
textbook. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. Textbook's a good one. Number two pencil,
Number two.
number two
Yep, for
pencil
sure.
worthy episode for you all. I want to say it's episode 63,
Wow.
right? Magical 63. They always say 63 is good luck, right?
Really?
For some. Six is good luck.
6 is good.
3 is another lucky number. So
Yep.
63 is double, right? Zach Myers is in the house. Adrian Fernandez, Ernest Abrego, and Adam Pena are our first viewers
Wow.
of the show,
Quick.
right? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It must be windy,
Yep,
right?
definitely.
Out there. Right off the bat, if you get a whole bunch of viewers, there's two things. It's going to be a badass show,
Yeah.
right? And I got a badass guest. Or it's windy outside,
Or it's windy.
right?
We're going to say it was a badass guess.
Yeah, there you go. We'll stick with that one. But it is super windy outside.
It is,
I
man.
thought I saw a Skittle can flying by the SPID
Faster than
on the way up
cars.
here, right? Guys, it's windy outside. If y'all are in the area, cruise down to Roy's Bait and Tackle. I'm telling you what, the first person that comes up to the studio here and gives me what is the man, I don't want to say this right now, but what is the is that the symbol
That
for
is.
them dudes over there?
That is.
Right?
Yeah. Oh,
Once you do the symbol, you come up to the podium here, you do one of these, I'm gonna give you a free stinky pants stringer.
That's the shock is up. That's
Yeah,
what we
the
call
shock
it.
up.
Shock is up.
Hawaiian, right?
Yeah.
Hawaiian?
Yeah.
But we got a whole bunch of Corpus people doing it.
Yeah, it's like the Islanders at the school. That's
Yeah. Islanders are tough.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I want to give a shout out to my headline sponsors, the show headline sponsors, Roy's Bait and Tackle, for having us here in this beautiful studio, out of the elements, out of the wind, out of all of the speeders on SPID.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Out of the all of the people huddled up at the Selena statue, right? All of the people in line waiting to get a bowl of corn outside the Trade Center.
Oh, I haven't
Right?
tried that yet, man.
No?
No.
Oh man, it's good. You got to have if it was me, I'd probably put some Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Right?
Tahine.
Yes and no.
No?
I'm not a tahine guy. Man.
Really?
I know
Oh,
I'm
man.
Mexican, but I mean I just don't like that.
Oh, man, I love it.
But I would do like cayenne pepper,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
right? Cayenne pepper, maybe some salt, right?
yeah.
Pepper, real pepper. What else can we put on some of that corn that we got? Elote is what
Yeah,
they call it,
elote,
right?
yeah.
That's what they call it, street corn.
Mm-hmm.
Then people have tried to take away the name,
Yeah.
right, that we've
Yeah.
created over generations. You know what I mean? They call it street corn now,
Yeah.
right? It's okay. Sarge Custom Rods, right?
Oh, man.
Familiar face.
Yeah.
It's on this jersey I have on today, right? I'm not going to mention the name yet, right? But there's a couple names, familiar faces on this jersey. We'll talk about that here in a bit. AFTCO, Marshwear Clothing, Down South Lures, Tow Corpus Christi. I'm sure they're busy today. I
Oh,
say
yeah.
that every show
Uh-huh.
that they're busy.
Mm-hmm.
And that only means one thing, that it's super windy here, right? They're always busy and they're always ready to react at a moment's notice, right? If
Definitely.
you have a boat, you got Tow?
That's actually the next thing on my list. Is
Oh,
getting
yeah?
that sea
Because
tow
you have a
membership.
boat.
Yeah, I just got one not too long ago.
Yeah, that's probably the best investment that you could
100%. Yeah.
if you have a boat.
I have a buddy, Colton Blackwell, actually,
Oh, yeah.
and he had an issue the other day, and if he didn't have that membership would have costed $2,500 to tow him
Oh
back to
yeah,
the
dude.
ramp.
Yeah,
So
that's.
for
I want to say it's not just boat problems.
no,
I highly doubt it. This guy is a Marine,
yeah,
and once a Marine, always a Marine.
mm-hmm.
So if you call him and you're like, "Hey, dude, guess what? I don't have a problem with my boat, man, but dude, I got a guy that's sick or something, or he's hurting, or
Oh yeah,
man, I'm hurt. I can't navigate my boat properly. I'm a guide. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I'm pretty sure that he would get up and go help.
yeah, I would say
He
so.
was one of the guys that helped the CCPD
Oh wow,
track down that guy that ran into the bay and went and held himself at one of those islands right there off the JFK.
I didn't even hear of
Yeah,
that.
he took his airboat and took a whole bunch of cops with him and went and
Oh my
got the
god,
guy.
wow,
That deserves the key to the city
yeah, for sure.
because there ain't many people that would just get up and do something
No,
like that, right?
no.
We're proud to have Tow Corpus Christi Karbach Brewery. Let's see what they taste like.
Oh yeah,
What do you think, man?
I've never had a ranch water
No?
yet, believe it or not.
Well, it happened here first on Full Life Live.
Full Life Live.
I don't want you falling off these stairs. You know what I mean?
Cheers, man.
Here's to my guest.
It's actually really good.
What are you tasting there?
A little bit of lime.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I like that a lot.
Because you're in college.
I am.
So you drink every day.
No.
No? Right? Your parents are probably
Probably,
what
yeah.
the heck kind of show is
No.
this?
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh, occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Responsibly.
Get a good grade on exam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's something worth celebrating for.
Have a nice dinner. Have a little
Yeah.
bit of. little
Do
bit of-
your when you well let's keep going, right? I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up the intro, man, too much, right? And New Canoe Kayaks, guys. New Canoe leads the way. Come into Roy's Bait and Tackle and check them out. Talk to my man Zach. He's here. The rest of the Roy's Bait and Tackle staff will be able to assist you on your kayaking needs. Right? We got one. I want to say you walk right into the front, right there to the right. There's a New Canoe Unlimited, motorized with 3 horsepower. It's got 2 seats on it. Perfect for their significant other for Mother's Day.
Oh,
Be
coming
a
up.
hell of a Mother's Day
Coming
gift.
up.
Right? Don't forget. Right about Mother's Day for all y'all fathers out there, or stepdads, right?
Oh yeah.
Right,
Oh yeah.
stepdads, or your mothers, right? You know, don't forget about your mother. Some people get married, man, or they meet somebody at the trade center, and she's got 3 4 kids already. You know what I mean? And you're an instant father already. You know what I mean? Instant father
Yeah.
figure. Don't forget about your own mother, guys.
Oh yeah.
Right? First and foremost, that's who deserves the gifts, right?
100%.
A nice meal, right?
100%.
Nice home cooked meal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you go home and my mom's always cooking meals, home
Mm-hmm.
cooked meals. Get her a good meal,
Yeah.
right? Or take her out to a nice place and get her a steak or something, or let her get the guacamole. You know what I mean? Instead of like, hey, it's an extra $2. Yeah, it's Mother's Day, but it's not Christmas, or you know what I mean? Something like that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, let's get started, guys. I got a hell of a show. We got a lot of cover. Austin Matthews is in the house. He's ready to win. Guys, I'm not even going to say what I'm giving away yet, but there's going to be 2 giveaway packages, right? Some people are saying, man, I haven't even gotten my last giveaway package.
Oh.
Carlos is in the house as well. We still owe him one. It'll be there tonight. I want to say I need to get a guy that's like, you know what? He specifically deals with the giveaway packages, right?
That'd be nice.
Like, hey, guess what? You're in charge of the giveaway packages, but that would be tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is tough, man.
Yeah.
This is tough dealing with all these. I think we're up to 10,000 followers now. It's tough.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
impressive.
just we're nationwide. Everybody in
Nice.
California is just sitting at their pergola or something and watching the show right now, right? All I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna show it what we're giving away today,
Uh-oh.
right? Hot items.
Mm-hmm.
These are some hot items right here.
Must-haves on the water.
Yeah, must-haves on the water. Tune in. That's all I'm
Mhm.
going to say. I got a hell of a show. I got none other than Corpus Christi's own now, right?
Now, yeah.
For how many years?
This will be my 5th year in
Yeah, that's
Corpus.
good.
Yeah.
I think after 5, you got to pay taxes and shit like that. But Corpus Christi's very own, Islander Anglers' very own,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
A&M's very own,
A&M's very own.
um, Real Sportswear's very own,
Real Sportswear
right?
very
One
own.
of the other familiar faces on this jersey. You know what I mean? And also a familiar face here at Roy's Bait and Tackle. I got none other than Liam Qureshi.
Man, I'm happy to
Did
be
I say
here.
it right?
Oh,
Liam
yeah.
Qureshi.
No one does it.
Thank
But
you
you
so
got it.
much, man,
First
for
try.
jumping on the show with
Dude,
us.
it's been a while waiting to
Right?
get this thing going,
Man,
but we got it.
we skipped a couple shows.
Yeah.
We would schedule it and something would come up,
Yep.
on your end or my end, or a holiday would come up and
Mhm.
we wouldn't be able to hit the live button that time. And
Yeah.
finally we're here.
Finally, we got
So
it.
this is gonna be a good one.
Oh, I'm
right?
excited, dude.
Tell us a
Really
little
am.
bit about yourself.
Well, man, I born and raised in Houston, Texas, and went to high school in Pearland, Texas. Played sports, fished all my life. My dad actually introduced me to fishing. Little ponds, just like pretty much how everyone else is. I didn't get thrown into salt water right away. Started bass fishing a lot with my friends. Start surf
bass
fishing.
fishing.
Yeah, started surf fishing a lot in Galveston.
Oh, really?
That's where I really got thrown into the salt water.
Okay.
And sharks, bull reds, and
So
then
you say Houston, you're closer to the water
yeah,
in Houston.
close about 45 minutes from Galveston.
Okay.
So Galveston, Sargent, that's really where we started fishing in the salt water, and that's where I
got you.
got obsessed. I mean, bad,
Yeah.
really bad. But every weekend during high school, we would go fish. As soon as we got out of class, we'd go for the weekend. Sometimes we'd stay out for the weekend,
Oh yeah.
just fish all weekend. And then I got introduced to trout fishing in the surf. That's when I first got introduced to trout.
We're
And
still in Galveston.
still in Galveston.
So the trout are all small.
They're all pretty small.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one I've caught in the surf over there was 25 inches. So it's a good
Yeah, that's
trout,
decent.
especially for Galveston. But I know guys over there who, they have it dialed.
Oh yeah.
James Plog. I mean, I know some guys that really have.
Yeah,
the
there's some
fishing
good
down.
trout anglers. Over
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then in high school, I played soccer and football throughout high school, and I started to realize graduation was coming up. What was I going to do? Ended up getting a scholarship to play soccer in North Carolina, actually.
Oh wow.
And unfortunate series of events. I got in a bad car accident and got a really bad herniated disc in my back.
Oh wow.
And when the college heard about
Ended your
that,
soccer career.
they did not want to deal with it.
Dang.
So I was like, okay, let's see what else I can do.
Yeah.
See where else I can go.
So you think you could have been like a pro soccer guy?
Yeah, man.
Really?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I was good.
Hey, dude, this is the Liam Qureshi show, bro. You
was-
could be whatever you want
Yeah,
here, bro.
right. I was good enough to get a scholarship. I was told I would play. I would compete to start my first year, so I was really excited about that.
Dang.
They're like, we can redshirt you if you want. And I was like, I was like, I want to compete.
Yeah.
And I went toward the college, nice college, nice campus, and then
What was it called?
it was Brevard
Okay.
in North Carolina,
Yeah.
a D2 school, and had everything paid for, and I was ready to go.
Man, and you didn't go.
Didn't go.
You
Got in
picked
that.
Corpus instead.
Once I got in that car accident, I realized it was either have a open back procedure
Oh.
at 18 years old or
Yeah. That's tough.
or figure out something else. So I was like, I'm not. I went to a few different surgeons and they said I will see you again.
Oh,
Down
really?
the road, I will see you again. And I was
Man.
like, no, man, not happening at 18.
Yeah.
Not happening. So I applied to probably 12 different schools.
Did you ever have the surgery?
I did not. Still
Oh,
to this
cool.
day, I have not.
So
had it.
you still you're good though.
Oh yeah. A lot of physical therapy.
Yeah.
A lot of stretching.
So
A
you
lot
didn't
of
even have to have the surgery.
to play.
Oh, okay. To play,
I
you
did
probably
need
would
it.
have.
To play, I needed it.
I got you.
But now I'm not really being as physically I mean, I was a goalkeeper, so I was diving constantly
yeah.
and landing on my back a lot.
Yeah, you weren't just running and
Right.
kicking the ball at somebody else.
No.
Right?
So it was
I'm actually a soccer coach
really
for 8-year-olds.
it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's the
Yeah.
same. But yeah, I actually tried to keep going without getting the surgery, and it just got to the point where I couldn't get out of bed.
Do you ever do like soccer lessons? Like for kids?
No, I
No?
don't. I hired he was actually the Houston Dynamo goalkeeping coach.
Oh,
And
wow.
he was my trainer, and twice a week I would go with him, and I started to improve a lot.
Yeah.
But then once
That's what I need, man. I need a good soccer
oh
coach
yeah, man.
for kids, though.
Yeah,
8-year-olds. I
I
want to
would
send my whole
I
team
would
over there.
I'd probably be a horrible coach.
Oh, yeah.
Well, probably.
Yeah,
I
probably.
would just tell them to kick it and run.
Yeah.
And that's what
That's
they do.
basically
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah.
Like what I do is I'll see the other team, right?
Uh-huh.
Like I'll
Yeah.
notice,
Mm-hmm.
I'm being aware of this team, right? And then I'll tell my team, hey, let's pick it up. As soon as you're able to kick that ball, you kick the ball, right? Because, at 8 years old, you get there and you're like waiting for the other team
Mm-hmm.
to kick the ball,
Oh
right?
yeah.
No, I want you to go and I want you to kick it and catch them by surprise,
Yeah.
right? You know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
Like look alive,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Right. Right.
That's how we won the last season.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, man. I had no idea what the
Well,
heck
then
I'm
what do you
doing
need
on
another
the
coach
soccer field.
for if
Huh?
y'all are winning? What do you need another coach for?
Well, I like to get like the fundamentals down.
Mm,
They're still at the age to where as soon as somebody kicks the ball, they all chase
they
it.
all run
Yeah,
after
they,
it.
they
Yeah.
all chase the ball, and I want it more to get the fundamentals down
Right.
of soccer, not just get the ball to the goal,
Right.
right?
Okay.
How to work as a team,
Mm-hmm.
then take the ball away from the other team,
Uh-huh.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want them to look outside of just scoring. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know that. I don't
Mm.
know how to do that, right? So I feel like a soccer coach, a real one,
Mm-hmm.
right, would be able to have the kids. It's different, man, because it's tough for me to tell some other parents' kids what to do,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm quick, dude. I'll get the belt on them quick, bro. That's what I did with this team. I got the belt and I hung it on the fence. I'm like, look, that's what's gonna happen
That's it.
if we don't win, right? I'm just kidding, right?
Uh-huh.
But now that's what I'm looking for. I've reached out to several people, and they're like, no, guess what? We don't do nothing like that.
Really?
There is a couple that still need to reach out to here in Corpus that do it, but you would think there'd be more, man. You would think that'd be.
Honestly, there's a intramural soccer team
Is it?
at A&M Corpus. You might be able to get some or the club, sorry. You might be able to get some good college
Yeah, just
students who played
some
in high school.
students,
Yeah,
right?
I think you can
That's
definitely get
wanting to
some
make 10, $15 a lesson.
a minute, right?
Yeah, around there, you go to these big ones and they want to make some money,
Oh
bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're gonna pay $50,
Uh-huh.
$100
Yup.
for 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, come on, right? Man, but back to you. This isn't about soccer. Back to you,
No, right.
man. So you decided to come to Corpus.
Yeah, so I applied to like I said, probably 10, 12 other schools, and then I found A&M Corpus, and I was like, I've never even heard of it yet.
Oh, really?
I knew about Corpus Christi, I've never been there.
Yeah.
And I went
What year
for
was this?
2018.
Okay.
2018. And went and toured campus, and it's on an island surrounded by
Okay.
water. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I like this. Um,
And what are your parents saying right now? At that time,
my parents were really supportive for
oh,
me.
really?
They knew that
They
I
want you
was
just to go to
upset. They
school.
want me to go to school,
Yeah.
or whether it's for soccer or not, they want me to go to school.
Yeah.
Little did they know how addicted I would get to fishing down here.
Yeah.
And oh man,
Well, here comes the story,
oh
right?
man,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're about to piss off our parents now.
Oh,
Because that's everybody's that's all parents' dream is to raise your kids up. Me as a parent, are you a parent?
no,
Not yet.
no,
As a parent, you want your kids to succeed.
yeah,
You want them to be an image of you
right,
to a certain point. You
right,
want them to be better.
yeah,
At least I do, right?
mm-hmm,
I made a lot of bad choices in life, and I'm here to make sure mine doesn't do that.
right, right,
So I could feel your parents are like, hey, guess what? I could probably as Ram Garcia, dad, I would be like, okay, look, we know you want to play soccer,
mm-hmm,
but how much money is soccer actually going to make you,
yeah,
right? In the long run, I feel, right?
yeah, oh yeah,
I could feel my dad saying that
oh
to me, right?
for sure, yeah.
Man, so keep on. So what happens? I'm excited
So,
about this
oh
story,
man,
man.
so I get down. I decided I was like, everywhere else does not have fishing. That was the one deciding factor to make me move to Corpus. I knew nobody. None of my friends would come in here.
You don't even know if Corpus has fish at this point. You just know
I've
they have
heard
water.
I've heard the tall tales.
Okay.
I've heard the tall tales about the trout, and I was like, man. And at this point, I wasn't like a trout guru, or I trout fished a little bit.
Yeah.
Came down here, and
I'm gonna stop you again. You have no idea about the Islander Anglers either,
no,
right?
actually, I did a little bit of research because I wanted to fish. I was YouTube, and I found Islander Anglers on YouTube. It was old, really old posts.
So it's probably like a James Sanchez post, all old.
Yeah, yeah, probably horrible editing. Just
I'm just kidding. Shout out to James Sanchez.
shout out
He
to
was one
James,
of
man.
the
The
here, right here,
founders.
right here, right here, Liam. Come on, you're gonna have to keep
Oh,
up.
sorry, man.
Keep up
Sorry,
now.
man.
He was one of the founding fathers
He was.
of the Islander Anglers.
Him, David Norris. David
Oh,
Norris is
yeah,
a great
David
dude.
Norris,
I
another
love
good
that
one.
guy,
Yeah.
man.
Great
Yeah.
people, man.
Oh yeah, both of them, all
Yeah.
of them, man. They got it going, and at some point, I don't even remember what year they got it going.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember.
a long time ago.
A while ago. Some point. the
Somebody
club-
post the year that
yeah,
the
if y'all
Islander
know the
Anglers
year, that'd be awesome.
started.
Yeah.
Day one,
Day one, first
Year
meeting
one.
ever.
because it kind of disappeared for a little bit,
It did. It fell off. for a
right? It
bit.
fell off, and now they're back.
They're back.
They're ready. We're holding tournaments.
Mm-hmm. We got everything
we
going.
get all
now.
these
Yeah.
guest speakers to come in
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and check it out and give informative information. Cardwell,
Claire's in the club.
2010 is what she's
2010.
saying.
Wow,
2010 is when the Islander Anglers started.
that's impressive.
I wonder what the jerseys looked like then.
I don't know if they had maybe
Right.
T-shirts.
Probably cotton.
Yeah.
They were probably made out of
Maybe
cotton.
some T-shirts. Yeah.
Man, so keep going, man.
So I get down here and I try to figure out where are the Islander Anglers.
Yeah.
I'm on campus.
That's first.
Yeah, I'm on campus. I'm settled in already. I'm already fishing. I'm with my roommate, who I'm actually good friends with.
You're living on campus.
I'm living on campus at
That's
Miramar.
exciting, dude.
I walk out. Oh, so Bay's right there.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Let's reverse a little bit.
Okay.
What are your parents thinking about you living on campus? Because there's a lot of there's a lot of future
Yeah.
A&Mers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you call them? A&Mers?
Islanders. We call them
Islanders?
Islanders. Yeah.
I don't want to call them that. A&Mers is good,
We
right?
can call- we
All
can
right, let's
say
call them
A&Mers.
A&Mers. There's a lot of A&Mers that are fixing to come to Corpus.
Yeah.
And their parents are on the edge of like, I don't know if I want you staying by yourself
Right.
at college.
Yeah.
Is it something? And we're gonna get into all the other stuff that comes with staying here by yourself and stuff later. But
Right.
is it an easy process for the parents?
No. I
No?
don't think so.
It's
My
not?
mom would call me probably 3 times a day.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. 3 times a day, checking up on me, making sure I'm going to class.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Make
That's
sure I'm
important, right?
staying safe.
Because those professors, there's a difference between a teacher and a professor.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Those professors don't give a damn
No.
if you don't show up to class.
Mm-mm.
Right. Those
Mm-mm.
teachers at high school, you probably get a phone call. Hey, guess what?
Yep.
Your kid didn't show up.
Yeah.
These professors are like, well, I know there's an empty desk there, but
Mm-mm. They don't know who it
I
is.
don't even know who the heck
No.
sits in it.
No.
I know he has a real sportswear cap on, but I know he comes in every morning smelling like salt water,
Oh yeah.
right? But I don't
Mhm.
remember who he is.
Right.
That's bad, right?
It is. And one of the things that helped me come to A&M Corpus is that the class sizes compared to College Station. College Station, you have 200 kids in one class.
Oh wow.
Here, there were a few classes where we had about 90 students, but a good amount of the classes were about 40 students
Mhm.
or less. So you actually got to interact and talk to your professor
Okay.
if you showed up to class. You got to show up to class for that. That's
Yeah.
something that I struggled with once I got into fishing.
Oh yeah,
Oh
dude.
man.
Probably one of the things that happens the most is being by yourself now,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Guess what? My parents are in Houston. I'm in Corpus by myself.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way for them to know if I showed up to
Yeah,
class.
you got to take up a sense of responsibility
Yeah,
at
man.
some point, or
Yeah.
it's just
That's like an instant growing up,
right. You just get
and
thrown
you're
in
still in
there.
school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, so day one college.
Day one, I still remember my routine. I'd wake up at 7. No, I had 7 a.m. class. I would not wake up at 7. I wake up at 6.
Uh-oh. You just gave it away. You're not
Go to the dining hall and have some breakfast, and then I'd walk to class. The good thing
breakfast is
about
free?
you have to pay with like a meal trade card. You pay
Okay.
like per semester, so you pay
And
ahead of
what is
time.
it? What is it like
Oh,
eggs or something or
yeah, they had a lot of stuff.
like a bagel?
Yeah, they had cereal, pancakes, eggs, bacon, turkey bacon. They had everything.
Any refried beans?
Probably, but I kept stayed away from that. Have I had a full day of class, I wouldn't show up to class for that. Um,
2017. I'm getting a 2017 now.
from when the club
Yeah,
started,
from Zach Myers. Or 2017, I
maybe
believe.
when it
2020.
maybe when it rekindled,
Yeah, maybe you're right.
maybe, but I know when the OGs started it,
Yeah.
it was a
We
while
need one of
ago.
the OGs to comment on
I
here.
know.
They'll
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we
Right.
definitely do.
Unless Zach Myers was an OG, he
He
might have
might
been.
be.
I don't know.
Might be.
Yeah. Man, so you go to class 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, where the heck is the Islander Anglers at?
Yeah, it was actually so for freshman students, I like that they did this. They would put you in one class, you don't get credit towards it. But I can't remember the name of this professor, what they would call them. Seminar. They call it first year seminar. And it gets you, they help you get on the right track for your classes. They go over all your class stuff with you.
Like an
And
advisor kind of thing?
kinda, yeah. And it's a small group to where you get to meet friends.
Oh.
And I met a few people and we're all business students.
Oh, there you go.
So
Because you're a business major.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think I saw a flyer when I was leaving after the first day of class, Islander Anglers. In the breezeway, they would have people sitting outside, and I talked to one of those guys. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
I
One of the
show
OGs.
yeah, I show up to the first meeting, and there's probably 50 of us there at the first
Yeah.
meeting.
Braden Remington's probably just cruising around there passing out flyers.
No, Braden showed up the same time I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think so. Um, and first day there, I immediately started to make some friends because when you show up there, you all have at least one thing in common. That's love for the water,
Oh, yeah.
man. And
So we're already at the Islander Anglers.
yeah,
Or is this the first class?
this is the first meeting of the Island
Okay.
Anglers. First week. They
Okay,
do
I
it on
got you.
Thursday.
So anybody could join.
Anybody can join.
It don't matter your experience level.
Nope.
If you want to get into the Islander Anglers, you don't have to have a 4.0 grade average.
Definitely not. I wouldn't be in there.
If you're in there already and you have failing grades, do they kick you out?
We don't have access to view students' grades.
Oh.
Pretty sure that I don't know of any clubs. Maybe fraternities might. But
Like if you don't hold a specific grade
no, yeah, we
average?
don't. You'll get put on academic probation probably by your advisors, but we have nothing to do with any of that stuff.
The Islander Anglers themselves.
Right.
Okay.
Anybody can join. Doesn't matter if you never touched saltwater before. We have a lot of guys come in who are bass fishermen.
Oh, yeah.
Bass fishermen make for great trout fishermen.
Oh.
Really good trout fishermen. My roommate was a big bass
I thought
guy.
you were going to say the bass fishermen made for good grades.
That too.
Right.
Honestly, yeah.
I could see that. I don't know why I
for
could see
sure,
that, but I
yeah.
can. That's weird, right?
Attention to detail,
Yeah.
I think, helps them out a lot.
Right.
Bass fishermen, if you're serious about it, you pay really close attention to detail.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
know a lot of bass guys who joined the club who didn't do a whole lot of saltwater fishing. And they turned out to be really good trout anglers. Really, really good. But we have people come from all kinds of fisheries or people who've never even fished before. They just want to get into it.
Yeah.
We tend to all of that. If you've never fished before, we help you figure out, okay, do you want to start wade fishing? Do you want to start surf fishing,
Okay.
fishing off the piers? And then we'll point them in the direction, the
So
right
these are just
pier.
the Islander Anglers.
Yeah.
It's not Islander kayakers, Islander surf fishers,
No, it's anyone
Islander
who fishes. We have kayakers.
bank fishers.
Yeah, we have them all.
Yeah.
We'll tend to them all.
Okay. What if day one, I don't have anything? I'm like, dude, I want to be part of every single club here on campus. And I show up and I don't have nothing at all.
That's how it is. A lot of the time at the beginning of the semester, we have people who don't even have fishing rods yet.
Yeah.
We'll point them in the direction of, really good quality, but cheap, affordable setups.
Yeah, like a Sarge rod or something.
I wish, man.
Right?
Oh, man. That'd be sick. Just point them to a Sarge. But Especially, I mean, we're balling on a college
I'm gonna
budget.
talk to Sarge because me and Sarge are really good friends.
Yeah.
And of course, he's a headline sponsor of the show. Maybe we could do something that who has the best grade average?
Ooh.
Because you got a 4.0, right? Yeah,
Uh, if my parents are watching, yes.
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mom and dad, I have a 4.0. If they're not watching, it might be close to a 4.0,
Yeah.
between a 1 and a 3.
I mean, I'm more of the student that is like, I just want to graduate.
Yeah.
Because no, do they care if you have a good? What do you want to do out of college?
Fishing guide. Now,
Well, let's say you didn't want to be a fishing guy.
mm,
We're gonna get into that story here, but what are you going to school for?
it was medical device sales.
Okay.
That's what I was going to do.
And when you go to apply for medical device sales, are they like, hey, where did you graduate from? Or is it like, what was your grade at?
For that kind of job, they would ask where I graduated from and what degree I got. They
Okay.
don't care about
Right.
GPCs get degrees.
Yeah,
And
man.
I mean, as
Yeah.
long as you get that degree,
Game
doesn't
mode.
matter.
Game mode.
Braden
Get outta
might
here.
say something different.
Who, Braden?
Braden Remington, yeah.
Braden Sharp, man.
Oh my God.
Braden was actually on the show representing the Island Anglers last year
Last
or
year.
the year before.
I
want
can't
to say it was the
remember.
year
It
before.
might have been.
Yeah, it was a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
He was Freddy Krueger or something like that. I think he came in with 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 a red flannel or something like that.
Oh my God.
I was Easy, right? Of course, y'all
Oh
could
yeah.
tell, right? I think Braden was either Freddy Krueger or some sort of crunchy finger or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Super successful. Now he went on to be an engineer, electrical engineer, I believe. I'm
I
sure
believe
he's
so.
watching.
Yeah.
Cole Winslow is who he was. Country singer Cole Winslow.
Sure, it wasn't Cole Wetzel.
One of them, one of them
Cole
guys. I
Wetzel,
mean,
I'm
if it
pretty
ain't got an
sure.
accordion, I don't want to
Oh
hear
my
it.
God.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
I'm that guy, right? I'm that color of guy, you know. Uh Shout out to Remington, man.
Yeah.
Great kid, adult, right? He's
Big
no
boy.
longer a
He's
kid
a big
anymore.
boy now. Yeah.
He's big time now,
Doing
and
his thing. Yeah. He's doing great.
yeah,
Also,
man.
he is doing really well.
Next year, when do you graduate? This year?
In the summer.
Into the
In the
summer of
summer.
this year, summer.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. So maybe next
Maybe
year,
I might have capstone in the fall.
if
If
it
I
all
can't get it done
pans
in the
out,
summer, yeah, I
we'll
might
be
have
like, yeah,
capstone.
we had Liam Qureshi
Yeah.
last year,
Yeah.
and now look at him over there. And you want to be a guide now.
I do. I know.
You don't want to be a medical sales guy.
No. I did for a long
Are
time.
your parents all pissed off about that?
Yeah. They were for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They were. They were a little upset about it. Now they're very supportive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For
Taking
sure.
a lot of convincing, a lot of PowerPoint slides I had to show them, get them. Because my parents, they're both in the medical field, and they figure medical device sales is close enough to being in
Right.
the medical field.
Right.
Great, really good money. And that's when I was younger, I thought I got to chase the money
Right.
so I can be happy.
Yeah.
2 years ago, came to realize I just had an epiphany one day. I've been fishing, I mean, every day, almost every day since I've been here. And
Yeah,
I
we
was
see
like,
it.
I was like, man, I don't
Are your
know.
parents like, man, do you ever go to class? You know,
Yeah,
stop
well,
post, get off
yeah.
Facebook and listen to the professor.
I actually had to take my mom off Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took her off Instagram for a little bit because I was
Was she
just.
commenting on your
Oh,
stuff?
she would call me every day. I
Oh,
would
really?
post something. She's like, Liam, what are you doing? And I was like, this was after class, mom. However, she has my location for safety reasons.
Oh, yeah.
So she's
I
at
want to
work.
get into that also
Oh yeah. Oh
here
yeah.
in a bit.
Yeah. But she's at work and she'll see at 8 a.m. I'm not in class.
Yeah.
I'm fishing.
Oh, I'm sure she's the mom that'll. Man, he did this post 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago was 7 o'clock. He's got
Yeah.
his first class at 7 o'clock.
Yup.
Wait, Liam, guess what, buddy?
Yeah.
What are you doing
I
up there,
know.
man?
Yeah, we've had some conversations. It's funny, dude. I mean, obviously they're looking out for me.
Oh,
They
yeah,
want
dude.
me to get my degree.
It's a
I
tough
want to get my degree.
situation, man, for
Oh
a
yeah,
parent,
of course.
for your kid to be away.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get back. We're going to start that conversation right after we give away something
Uh-oh.
because it's 34 minutes.
Wow, that was quick.
I told you.
That was quick.
I told you. First person, we're going to give away 5 packs of Coastal Brew Bait Company premium saltwater lures, right?
Oh, yeah.
To me, guys, if I'm not throwing my favorite down south lures, right? I'm more than likely going to be throwing something like this, right?
Oh yeah.
Coastal bait smells like a vanilla-y,
Mhm.
vanilla-y
I think some of them are even coffee scented.
mocha,
Yeah, oh yeah.
mocha-y.
Yeah.
What else can you put in there? Frappuccino-y,
Frappuccino,
cappuccino-y,
espresso.
espresso.
Yep.
Oh yeah, to get it charged up,
Oh
get this
yeah.
bait charged up.
Yep.
What else?
Oh man.
What else they got over there at
Starbucks, a
yeah,
million,
Starbucks.
too many things. I don't even know the name of half of them.
Frappy Lappy,
Yeah, something
Nappy
like
Tappy,
that. Yeah.
Hello,
100
right? Something like
Yeah.
that, right? What is this, Liam? Tell
Man,
us a little bit about it.
so Colton Blackwell, he's a very successful Legends tournament fisherman. Very
Telling you,
successful.
man.
I mean, oh my God. And he's maybe 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
He's young. And to be,
Guide.
he's a guide.
Yeah.
And to be hanging with the big dogs, not only hanging with the best trout fishermen in Texas,
Yeah.
he's being successful, him and his team.
Yeah.
His brother, his dad, they're all very successful fishermen. And he got tired of his lures breaking.
Mm.
They couldn't handle a certain amount of fish.
Right.
But to get that harder plastic, that harder act, you lose the action once you make the plastic harder. But for this, I mean, you see that tail
Yeah.
and how strong the plastic is ridiculous. And I've had these for a while. I threw them here and there when I thought it was the right situation in the water. And there was one day, my confidence bait is a gambler, flapping shad. Caught more big trout on that than I have on corkies even. And there's one day, me and my friends were fishing. They were all throwing Colton's baits. And that day, I was throwing my gambler. They probably caught 4 trout over 5 pounds in my face. And I was catching a few smaller ones. I was like, all right, I'll try it. And then literally next cast, I caught a 5.5. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start throwing
I'm
these.
sold.
And it held up to about 30 fish. And it did not
Wow.
not even the little tail, didn't break.
You see?
They do really
I
well.
think if I would want to fish this, I would want to fish it with a jig head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Jig head.
Not more of a weedless presentation, but more of a jig head
Yeah, for sure.
presentation to where the bait would land with the tail up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Because just with current, that
Yeah.
tail's going to be moving, right?
Yep. For sure.
First person to tell me where, right?
Oh,
Where the meetings are held. What is the building name that the meetings are held for the Islander Anglers? First person to tell me that is going to win 5 packs of Coastal Brew baits. First person, guys. Bet you Austin Matthews is like, what the
yeah.
heck?
If you're in the club, you should know
Yeah,
automatically.
guys. Where are all my clubbers at?
Uh-oh.
Bay Hall? Bay Hall's the correct answer?
Bay Hall is the correct
Derek
answer.
Petter?
That's my roommate.
There you go. So you could
So I
deliver
could
this.
just bring
You
these
could
to
deliver
him.
it tonight.
You might
Derek
not-
Petter, congrats,
Yeah.
man.
You might not get a full 5 packs, Derek,
All
but
right.
you'll get at least one.
Derek Petter, congratulations, dude. Thank you for tuning in as well, man. And to your success also. Let's drink to all of the Islander anglers or angler
Anglers.
say that 5
Anglers.
times.
Oh, yeah.
Islander anglers
Islander Anglers.
success.
Cheers to that. I mean, the club's come a long way. Really
Yeah,
long
man.
way, man. I'm really proud of what it's became.
Yeah.
Braden was a huge stepping stone for us.
Great person.
He handled a lot of that grunt work that none of
Yeah.
us wanted to handle.
Let's get into before we run out of time. I want to get into because I'm sure it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
Caleb Harris.
Yeah.
Right. It's probably a nightmare. The worst type of feeling for the parents also,
Mhm.
right?
100%.
For your kid, you send your kid off to school, and you it's probably the last thing you think of
Yeah.
is your child to come missing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Let's talk about um being aware of your surroundings
100%.
for college students,
Right.
right?
Right. And
How does the college prevent something like that,
well, for students on campus,
or the Islander anglers?
Islander Anglers, so like I said, we all have a really tight we're all really close with each other.
Right.
A lot of my friends have my location. I share it with all of my
Okay.
friends. Even when I'm fishing, I'll let them see where I'm at.
Right.
But when tournament time comes, it's a
Shut it
different
down.
story, right? But
Hit the off button.
we all, especially like every month, we'll do jackpot tournaments where everyone in the club fishes against each other. We have like a WWE style fishing belt,
Okay,
really
cool.
cool belt. But if we think the weather is going to be bad, we think we have storms coming in, big fronts, high wind, we'll shut it down. We don't
Right.
want anyone to have a situation where they can't get out of. So we all try to let each other know where we're going to be. That's a huge thing. The night before, I'll tell my roommates, "Hey, I'm going to be out. I should be back by this time.
Okay.
If I'm not, this is where I'm going to start."
Yeah.
Especially for guys on the water, there's a million things that can happen.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want is one of my friends to have something happen and we don't know where he went.
Yeah. Not know.
That's
Not
that.
know till that morning.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Or
mean,
you're texting somebody and you're like, hey, how did you do
yeah.
today? And you don't get a response.
Even one of my roommates, man, he's a fly fisherman. He'll be gone from 4 a.m. and
How many
sometimes
roommates do you got?
I got 3.
Oh, wow.
They all fish. All of us fish.
But you got your own room.
I got my own room.
Or you like bunk beds and stuff?
Mm,
No?
no,
This
not
isn't
not
like
right
on
now.
TV?
No, not like on TV.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Even in the dorms, they don't have bunk beds. They got their own rooms.
Oh,
Um,
man. See, we call that on the kayak side, we call that a float plan.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's not giving away your spot necessarily, but this is where I'll be. I'm going to be at the JFK.
Right.
I'll probably be floating north.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be floating south. I'll start deep south, float my way towards
Right.
the JFK.
Yeah.
And hey, I made it back.
Mm-hmm. That's huge.
Look at what I caught.
Yep. And one of my roommates.
Those are all good indicators. Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's not, hey, Liam, I'm back, bro. I'm safe. Hey, check out what I caught.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't catch nothing.
Right.
Just those little indicators is a good way to keep up with your friends,
Right.
not just leaving by yourself.
Yeah. No, we all try to tell each other
Hmm.
if we're going fishing what the plan looks like.
Have the Islander anglers made that like a mandatory thing?
Not yet, but I can very well see it happening in the future.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be a good something to incorporate for the team.
Yep.
I know some of the tournaments have started doing that to where, hey, send me a pin, right?
Yeah.
Not
Oh yeah.
just to know where you're at or where you're fishing. You might be fishing the discharge or something, right? You might be crossing the fence over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But more for safety reasons.
Yeah. For
Hey,
sure, man.
guess what? We want to know where you're at. We
Yeah.
want to make sure you're okay. We want to make sure that you've come back safe,
Right.
right? And not something happened to you and uh and we can't find you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I had to have a talk with one of my roommates, the fly guy, because he would just disappear and doesn't tell us anything, and I hate it.
Right.
It'll be 9 o'clock and he's not home. I start driving to boat ramps to see where his truck's at and try to find him. And then I'll either find him or he's home and I passed him one. So I told him, I was like, dude, if you're gonna be gone till 9, 10 o'clock, at
Yeah.
least let me know that you're going the day before or where you plan on launching.
Yeah.
Because I've done that twice. I've driven around the boat ramps looking for him,
Oh,
make sure he
really?
was all right.
That's
Yeah.
good, man, that you do stuff like that.
Well, he sank his boat one time, so
Oh, wow.
he sank his
Dang.
little boat one time in some rough weather. So
Yeah.
since then, I'm always trying to find, because he's very low key. He doesn't like anyone knowing where he's at.
Yeah.
So I had to talk to him. I
That's
was
the
like,
way them fly guys are.
yeah, they're like that. But
Guys, any information on Caleb Harris that y'all have, bring it forward. I'm sure there's a couple phone numbers, there's some websites, there's some groups that are highly involved in looking for this student,
yeah,
right? I'm
yeah.
sure his parents are involved. Dude, I don't even know how I would be able to cope.
Oh man,
It's bad.
especially for his friends.
Yeah, man.
They still have to go to class.
Yeah,
They have
everybody
to,
involved, it's a big deal.
and just hope that he gets found.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's sad.
Prayers for the family, prayers for him for his safe return.
Yeah.
Guide fishing.
Hmm.
Right? You already pissed all your parents are mad.
They were
They're not
upset,
going in the
but
direction. Man, what are you doing, Liam?
I know, yeah.
You've already put in some presentations together.
Yeah,
You already had meetings with your parents. Look, this is
yeah,
what I want to do.
yeah. Had to do it
In the
all.
sea of guides
Mhm.
that are out right now,
Right.
every post I see are new credentials
Yup.
of guides.
A
There's
lot.
thousands of them.
They keep coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna keep coming. Yeah.
What sets you apart from the rest of the pandemic of guides?
I really don't want to
Oh, you can't say too much.
piss off a lot of people, a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
guides. I
Let's
really
do
don't
it,
want
man.
to.
This is the Liam Qureshi show.
Oh, well, I'm pretty good at marketing with
I'll ask it.
social media. Yeah.
Why, in a respectful way, right?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that the guides would get mad?
In a lot of areas down here that I've learned, it's like a click.
Oh yeah.
It's like a click. Depending on what marina you're at,
Right.
and
Depending what kind of boat you have.
yeah, a lot of guys will try to drive you off that marina, go to a different one.
Oh really?
Yeah, I know a few guys who've switched
Oh wow.
to different marinas because they just didn't want drama.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way, but it is.
Those guides aren't afraid to get beat up.
There's been some,
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
there's been
I'm
some
just kidding, right?
situations before, but no, there's a lot. There's a lot of
It's
guys,
tough,
man.
man.
It's tough competition. Um,
You're different because from what I've gathered, this is going to be your profession.
this is gonna be what I do. Yeah,
You've given up a business, not given up, right? You're still going to graduate with a business degree,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
you've given up the business path
Yeah,
to take the path of the
right.
fishing
I
guide.
gave away the chance to make a lot of money,
Well, you can
and
still make a lot of
I can
money.
still make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something that I had a passion for.
Yeah.
I was shadowing these drug companies, these medical device companies,
Yeah.
every day, get up at 5, the hospitals treat you like crap. They don't want to see you there. And I was
Oh,
like,
you've
oh, I've shadowed a
okay.
few companies. And then I got to compete. You can't pitch to a doctor unless he's in surgery. And you got to convince him why this product you have is better than what he has that he's been using for 5 years.
So the doctor has to be in surgery.
That's the only chance you get to pitch.
He has to be working.
Every single company I've been to is you have to get him while he's in a surgery.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
'cause
wonder
he
all
doesn't have
these
time to,
mistakes happen.
yeah, he doesn't have time to deal with you outside of a surgery. He's doing other things. He's making rounds, in business meetings. So it's very tough to get him.
That's crazy.
So I shadowed these companies and I just sat down one day and I was like, I started crunching numbers. I was like, because ever since I was a kid, man, I wanted to be a fishing guide. I just never thought I could make a living doing it.
Yeah.
My dad took me on my first guided trip when I was 10, and immediately I was, oh my God, I wanted to do it so bad. I kind of had to kiss that dream goodbye for a bit.
Yeah.
And then about 2.5 years ago, um, I sat down and I was like, I think I'm gonna kiss this medical device sales route goodbye and start looking into guiding. I've been deckhanding offshore for about 5, 6 years now, and now I'm fishing in the bay a lot. I know enough people on both sides to where I'm gonna structure my business to where most likely I'm gonna be fishing in the bay during the year, and during the summer I'm gonna be offshore.
Oh,
So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of
so you're
both,
going to be like a full service guide.
everything,
Yeah.
everything, duck hunting as well.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
But the biggest thing that where I'm gonna try to set myself apart from others is that I look I look at things kind of from a biology perspective. Everyone has all these theories on what the fish are doing, but if you look at their natural biology on what they do and why they do it, and people love hearing this stuff. They love knowing why the fish are doing this on this day instead of doing that on that
Oh,
day.
yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to implement a lot of the
So the
fish biology
education within the trip.
along with tagging for the Heart
Yeah, I
Institute.
like
We
that.
tag, we work with the Heart Research Institute closely and tagging all sorts of species of fish, over slot trout being number one. So that's going to be implemented as well while I'm guiding.
Yeah.
We're going to be tagging fish. It's
I
going to
took
be
a trip once
educational.
with years ago. I think it was even before the guide thoughts came into mind
Yeah.
with one of the OGs of Islander Anglers.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? I had him on the show.
James.
Yeah, James. Right.
Mr. Sanchez.
Man, dude, we went, and it was just, I didn't even want to fish. Like,
Yeah.
just hearing him talk, hey, oh, look, I bet you haven't seen one of these before. And he'd pull out one of the shells on the bottom. And I'm like, dude, that's just a shell, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
me, right? No, dude, this is what it does, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, yeah. Um, do you ever shuffle your feet? You know, I'm like, yeah. I mean, for stingrays, yeah, yeah, dude. He was like, dude, I bet you there's a stingray behind us right now. And he was like, let's turn around and just wait for the dust to settle. And sure enough, there was a stingray
Yeah.
there, dude.
Man. Yeah.
It was the time where a buddy of mine had created some stingray repel is what it was called, magnetic
Yeah. I've seen
kind of
them.
stuff.
Yeah.
And we were testing it out in the waters fishing, and it worked pretty damn good,
Yeah.
you know.
They do.
But just an I like that. I like to book a trip with a guide and bring back something with me,
For
not
sure.
just a fish,
For sure.
right? Are you going to be catch and release only, or let's keep what we catch?
So a thing that's already changed is the regulations.
Right.
All if those regulations weren't set, let's say it was the old regulations still, I would struggle watching having my customers want to keep a big trout. I
Okay.
would struggle pretty bad about it. That's why the educational aspect,
Yeah.
and I know there's people are probably going to say a bunch of different stuff on here. There's a lot of politics that go into this, a lot,
Yeah.
but I have a love for these fish. Redfish and drum, we have great numbers. We have great numbers of these fish.
How do you know?
The numbers that TPWD produced, that's another thing that people might not like, but
Right.
we've seen the numbers, even in their gillnet surveys, on the redfish and drum populations. However, since we shut the trout down for a bit, people were starting to bring in a lot more reds and a lot more drum.
Right.
I think his name is Ethan Gitz. I'm sorry if I said this wrong. He works for TPWD, and he said even they did see the spike of the redfish being brought in. Even though there was a spike, it was nothing detrimental to what can happen in the future. Because
Mm.
my biggest thing when these trout laws were getting ready to have a shift in them is that when people hear about Baffin Bay, when people hear about the Laguna Madre, it is the trout capital of the world. These are where the biggest, heaviest trout are coming from. We don't want to give that away and lose that name to all these big fish dying and not having enough numbers to reproduce to keep those big fish here.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of back and forth, man. I've talked to I've talked to guys who are completely against it. I've talked to people who are completely for it. And I understand at the end of the day, this could affect guides. Now it being a 3 fish limit, you get your limit quicker for trout.
Yeah.
Get it quicker, you can go
There's some
target other
people
things.
getting limits that have never got limits
Yeah,
for trout
you're
now.
getting limits now. And they did Texas Parks and Wildlife did surveys on customers on their happiness,
Oh, really?
for the trip. If they got a limit, it was 10. And
Where
now
where where do they conduct these surveys at?
at boat ramps, you'll see TPWD set up at boat ramps
Yeah, but
all
where in
throughout.
Corpus?
Yeah, here, Port A, everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. Even at Bird Island, they'll do it. They'll ask the guide about their fishing, and obviously you don't have to.
Oh, the guide.
They'll ask the guide,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
that's where they went wrong.
and then they'll ask the customers. They ask
Oh,
both of them. They ask the guide about how many fish they caught,
yeah,
and if they had a good day on the water, and they'll say yes because of this, or they can just say I don't want to answer.
yeah.
But
I
they'll
like
ask,
that.
yeah, but they'll ask the customers, were you satisfied with the trip?
Yeah.
And they had numbers. I really don't remember those numbers off the top of my head, but they showed us at the meeting numbers for customers and satisfactory levels per trip.
Yeah.
And the numbers went up a lot higher if they caught a limit of fish. Even when they had that temporary 3 fish limit before they made it solid, customers were still satisfied with the 3 fish limit.
Yeah.
And I think that itself helped push TPWD along with all the, opinions from the people um, to decide that the fish was going to go to the regulations we have now.
Yeah.
Um,
I think you get a different angler that wants to catch a limit, and then there's the angler that I want to catch a trophy.
and
Right.
it's two completely different. I mean, when we go out targeting big trout,
I think the people that want to catch a trophy aren't going to waste their time with Texas Parks and Wildlife
yeah,
surveys.
yeah,
I
oh
think,
yeah,
right?
probably.
I mean,
And
I don't know.
I don't, yeah, I honestly have no idea. But when we go and target these trophy trout, we're really not catching smaller we're not catching numbers when we're targeting typically.
Because you're a pretty good trout fisherman.
I like to say it.
I mean, I'll say it for you.
Sometimes the numbers say otherwise, but
Before the freeze, you were a good trout fisherman.
yeah,
And after the freeze, you were a good trout fisherman.
yeah, the freeze was pretty upsetting. We went out during the freeze and to see these fish, and they were just struggling. All not only big trout, all fish, sea turtles, redfish, big bull reds, they were all dying.
Yeah.
I mean, hundreds.
Yeah, the
And
fishery struggled.
it was
It wasn't just the trout that struggled.
everything
Yeah.
struggled, man. But the trout did take it the hardest.
Yeah.
And it did take a lot of
They say that.
yeah, right. They do say that. It did take a lot of figuring out after the freeze on what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure there's a lot of science behind it.
yeah,
You know, I'm just Ram Garcia, right? I mean, my opinion, nobody cares about my opinion. You know, if I say I don't want to just catch 3, no one cares what I say. You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
Is there money involved? I'm sure there's a lot of money
For sure.
involved.
Yeah. Money
Right.
talks. Money talks over everything.
There's a lot of money involved with Texas Parks and Wildlife, and there's a lot of money out of the pocket of the guides.
Right. Right.
Right.
Very true.
I don't want to pay $800 just to keep 3 trout now.
Yep. And that's a big thing. That's
Right.
a huge thing. And that's something that I was trying to consider is if there's a day where I can't catch redfish, I can't catch drum, I'm bringing in 3 trout a person. They might not be
I
happy.
see some guys, that's all they catch is
Yeah.
drum.
But a lot of
I don't
drum guys.
understand that.
I don't know. I don't even know how they I don't know.
Right. Maybe their trips are cheaper. Like I
That
want to
could be a
see
factor, yeah.
Liam Qureshi, captain,
Yeah.
or already or not yet.
I just got my qualifications. I don't have my red book yet. I just got my
So
certificates.
so is it for real though?
It's for real now.
So
Yeah.
you're a captain right now.
Right now, I can't do any charters yet though until I have the red book mailed to me.
So you can't take anybody out yet, but you are a captain in paper.
Yeah, unless the social or the Homeland Security was reading my documents and says I'm a danger to society or something.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
No,
So is it safe for me to refer you as Captain Qureshi?
you can.
Can we do that?
I'm like James. We don't like we view captains as like big boats, you know.
Yeah.
Even though I'm gonna be doing offshore now a lot
There
on
you go.
bigger boats, so it helps me feel a little bit
Oh,
better.
I've had guests that say, "Hey, put captain in front of my name."
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a big deal to some people.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
a huge accomplishment.
Yeah,
Um
that's a degree in its own.
yeah, it was I've been waitlisted for a year actually to get my spot at the Sea Academy. And I tried it online first because
Oh, really?
I didn't it was a lot pretty much like half the price of going to the academy.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the biggest waste of money.
Oh,
The success rate on online captain school is
you'd rather be in
horrid.
person
I mean, night
for
and
the
day.
upcoming captains.
Yeah,
Because, like you said, it's never going to end.
yeah,
It doesn't
no,
matter what Spool Life says.
yeah,
It doesn't matter if you get beat up at the boat ramp. It doesn't matter if you have to go to Clem's
right.
instead of what's the other big one over there underneath the JFK?
37.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh, you have to start somewhere.
you do.
You know, it's not everybody has to start
You
somewhere.
have to, man.
You know, here come 5 years from now, you might be the Blackwells, right?
Yeah,
You
right,
might be the Watkins.
right.
You might be a Captain Qureshi. I don't even care if I catch anything at all.
Right.
I just want to learn from you.
My biggest thing is experience.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I'm
Yeah,
gonna
dude, I want
push
you to
really
make me a
hard.
sandwich, bro. I want you to talk to me while
Yeah.
we're taking this
Oh,
trip.
yeah,
You know, I want to learn what to look for. I want to know why you're stopping here. I want to know why we're casting that way instead of casting this
Mm-hmm.
way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why I'm throwing my top water instead of this corky.
Right.
You know, I want to know why I'm throwing these coastal brew baits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I mean, they're booking, there's people who are booking for meat haul. You know, they just want to catch as many fish as possible.
Are you going to be the guide that's like, hey, Captain Qureshi, I want to go catch my limit of trout. I want to catch my limit of red. I want to catch my limit of drum. If I catch a couple gaff top, guess what? I want to keep them also. I want to throw my cast net. I want to get a whole bunch of mullet for next time when I go. Are you gonna be like, hey, nah, dude,
Mm.
I'm not for you, bro? Or are you gonna be like, okay, well, let's go. I'll try it.
Man, it depends of what the money in the bank looks like, honestly. If I can afford to turn the
Right.
lights on next month, I'm gonna do it.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long term, my goal is to is to transition to lures only, but I have to be
Oh, yeah.
realistic. I can't come out the gate, no other source of income, and say, I'm a full-time guide now and I'm throwing lures only.
Yeah.
You will not get a clientele base doing that. You might pick up a few trips a month.
That's true.
It's probably gonna take about 5 years, 4 years for me to narrow down my clientele to where I can comfortably start throwing more artificial only opposed to bait. And I don't have anything against people throwing bait.
Yeah.
I got nothing against that. I just
I like throwing bait.
I prefer I prefer
If I'm throwing bait, I'm gonna have a barbecue pit with me though. Right? I'm gonna have a whole ice chest full of Karbach.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna have a barbecue pit. Underneath all the Karbach's gonna be like a slab of fajita.
Ooh.
You know, some
Oh, man.
sausage.
Pull up on the dunes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I might not even cast a rod. You know, I might just be babysitting the barbecue pit all day long underneath the pop-up tent.
Yeah, that'd be nice,
You know,
man.
I'll
In
have
the
my wife
kayak?
next to me.
All that in the kayak?
Nah, just right there off the beach somewhere.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know, just watching my little girl play in the waves and stuff, just
There's nothing better.
relaxing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that'd be nice.
I think we get too caught up in the mix of media
For sure.
on
For sure.
how good does this picture look
Yeah,
instead of quality of life.
yeah. That's it.
Right.
That's a huge thing. That's
Yeah.
huge.
And that's what I wish guides looked at.
Yeah.
You see some guides that'll be at clams or something where you got to nail the fish's eye to the board,
Hmm.
and you see a whole bunch of drums
Yeah.
dead,
Yep.
you know, and then you have another guide that's showing some good quality fish.
Hmm.
Hey, I have Liam Qureshi today, and he caught this 28-inch trout.
Yeah.
One fish, right?
It's the kind of clientele, honestly. It's all about your clientele.
Yeah. Like what guide do you want to portray yourself as, right?
I want to be the best that I can be.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
I can see it already,
I
bro.
want to be the best I
I
can
want to be your first trip,
That'd be sick.
right?
That'd be sick.
And we'll do a live video on it.
Oh, we gotta make sure I'm on them then.
Oh yeah, dude.
We gotta make sure I'm on them.
This ain't
Alright.
just about making a sandwich out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right? Man, 1 hour and 3 minutes.
Wow.
Let's give something else away.
Yeah.
Another 5 packs going to which one did we show earlier? The other
We
one?
showed both of them.
Let's show that.
Oh.
Let's show that one.
The pink one. What is
Yeah.
this? Bubblegum sunrise.
So what is this bait? How would you fish this bait?
So
Captain Qureshi speaking now.
it's funny you said this. I like a little bit of a slower approach.
Oh,
I
okay.
like my baits closer to the bottom.
Yeah, like laying down.
However, there's days you want reaction strikes.
Right.
You want a reaction strike from the fish. And this is what Colton actually told us. The guy who makes these baits himself, Colton Blackwell, he was a guest speaker. Like we have guest speakers come to our meetings. And he said when there's days you know the fish are there, but they won't eat, you change your lure 5 times, different color, everything, and they won't eat. But you know they're there. There's slicks, there's bait flicking. He said he starts to work it really, really erratically.
Oh,
Trigger an reaction strike from the trout. Because when he think, the biology, these trout are ambush predators.
right.
If they have something flying by them, it's automatic reaction from them. So I started implementing that a lot, and it actually worked out. I saw a difference in it.
Mm-hmm.
Another big thing is the people you fish with. How do y'all fish? There's 5 of us in a line, we're all fishing the exact same way, we might not get the result that we want.
Right.
So if we have 2 people doing something, 2 people doing something different, you might be able to pick up
Oh,
what the
okay.
fish are reacting to
Like
better,
they hit on yours, and I'm doing this. I'm gonna start doing what you're doing.
or at least give it a little bit, and if nothing's happening, then try it out. We've done that a few times. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of us when we fish together, we all have different styles, how we work it. We all throw different baits,
Right.
different presentations. That's just the nitpicky stuff, man. Just
There's-
getting
Dude,
into it.
I did a seminar yesterday
Yeah.
here for Daiwa Days, and we had we did a little bit about kayak fishing. Of course, I'm a kayaker at heart, right? I've been doing kayak fishing for the past 20 something years.
Wow.
We talked about fishing rods. We talked about fishing reels. We gave a whole bunch of stuff away. I think we gave a whole bunch of $50 Roy's gift cards away, right? For
Wow.
whoever won. Congratulations.
Congrats.
There's a lot of things that go into catching a fish.
There is. Sometimes there's not, but most of the time there's a
Sometimes
lot
there's
that
not.
has to go into it. Yeah.
Once there's not, I think you've got it dialed in.
Yeah.
Once there's not, there's luck,
Every
right?
day is different though.
Yeah, there's a lot of luck that goes into it. I'll take luck any day,
Yeah.
right? I shot a banded duck my first duck season.
No way.
Everybody said it was luck. It might have been luck.
You still shot it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way I could see the feet of the duck in flight.
Right. Right.
I think it's 100% luck.
Right.
Catching a 30-inch trout, I think it's 100% luck.
Definitely with the.
It could be at any given structure.
Yeah.
Right? You may know the structure.
You may not.
You may not. You may know there's fish there. You may not know.
May
It
not.
might just be any given day.
100%.
Right. Let me see that bait. We're gonna give away another 5 packs. These baits are what? $10?
$10
pack?
a pack. Yeah.
Right?
Because they last so long. They
Yeah.
last. Each bait lasts a long time.
Yeah.
No matter if you get into a school of small trout, they will last a long time.
What are you getting out of it? Mocha?
Yeah.
Brew?
Coastal brew, maybe.
Coastal brew?
Maybe.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any science behind the coastal brew.
Don't know.
Like why?
So what I do know, so he's not the only owner of the company. The other owner is actually a fly guy.
Oh,
And
that's
fly guys, they tie their own colors.
yeah. The
They
fly
have-
guys don't want to tell you where they're at.
Yeah. And he said, man, all these artificial lures and no one can make the right plum color.
Oh,
No one can make the right plum.
and I wish we had that right now to show
I know.
everybody.
I know. I think we have some on the giveaway pack.
Oh, do we?
The 5-pack.
It'll be a surprise.
Yeah. And they started looking at things. Colton started looking at plastics, the style that he likes. His go-to was the Bass Assassin. Kind of has the same look as this, but they can't. They're freshwater baits. A trout will tear that lure up a lot more than a bass would.
In a heartbeat
Yeah. So he wanted to implement stronger plastic,
to last longer.
but still the same
Action.
action.
Yeah.
And this is what he got out of it. He had his fly guy help him with the colors, and they did a lot of practice field runs, a lot.
I wonder if Colton's gonna come up with a coastal brew paddle tail.
I can't say too much, but
You heard it here at Spool Life.
I can't say anything about that. But there is a
That means
lot.
he is.
He might be. There's a lot of things. He may or may not.
Correct.
I'm not positive.
Yeah, we don't know.
But there's a lot of things coming in to coastal brew baits.
Yeah.
Face
Person too, man.
Yeah.
Hell of a guy.
Oh man.
Hell of a guide.
Yeah. And he's not cocky. He is very humble.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best there is.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, I like
One of
that.
the guys I look up to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They have a lot in store coming up. Facebook and Instagram, Coastal Brew Baits. That's gonna be the first place you'll see it is on their Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah. If you need to find these baits, you could find them here at Roy's Bait and Tackle. Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cruise on in. Tell them that Captain Liam Qureshi sent you over here. First person to tell me how many tournaments Islander anglers have a year. It cannot be Derek Petter.
Oh,
Sorry, Derek.
Claire should know this if she's still listening.
Everybody's listening right now. Man, we have over 40-something people watching.
Oh wow.
The first person to tell me the how many tournaments the Islander anglers have a year. And we already have a winner.
Rico had a
Rob Bozant says 8.
Oh, I wish.
Is that true?
Unfortunately no, I wish.
No, Casey Owen says 12.
That'd be nice. Even better.
That would be nice. Shout out to the Marucci. There we go. We have a winner down here, but we already had a winner up over here. So Cole Baker's in the house to answer all your fly fishing needs as well here at the shop. Come on in, Mr. Rick Ojeda.
Oh,
Is two the correct answer?
2 is the correct answer.
Rick
Shout out to
Ojeda is
Rick,
the
man.
winner.
Shout out to Rick. Rick's been a huge help for me. And he won Legends.
Another legend. I
He
was about to
won
say.
Legends.
Another hell of an angler. Is Rick
Yeah.
Ojeda a guy?
No.
No.
He works at Fat Cat. Fat
Okay.
Cat Boats.
Yeah.
Him, JW, they are some solid dudes. I
Yeah.
mean, they've been helping me. Even when I bought my boat, they've been helping me every step of the way.
Yeah, I think it's in the works to bring Rick Ojeda out here on the show.
That would be huge.
Yeah,
I think
we
you'd
would
enjoy
love
that.
to have you here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Ojeda. Congratulations on 5
Congrats,
packs
Rick.
of Coastal Brew baits. And thank you so much to Coastal Brew Baits for donating these packages
Yeah.
to give
Colton,
away.
Coastal
right?
Brew, thank you.
And we'll go from there. Well, a couple more questions, man. Alertness. Alertness while on the water. Right? We spoke briefly about it on the Caleb Harris
Yeah. Yeah.
things going on at the school and stuff. When I hit the water, right, what are some things that I could do to be safe
Man, one of the first things.
if I'm by myself?
Yeah.
Right.
Especially if you're going out at before sunrise, it's
Right.
still dark. These guys with Simmons might do something different,
Oh, dude. Yeah.
but I am not going fast. I am not going fast.
Yeah.
Make sure your nav lights are on and working.
Right.
That's the first thing. If you don't have a graph, that's even something more you got to be careful about where you're running.
Some lights, spotlights.
And then there's kayaks out there. You got to watch out for the kayaks, man.
Yeah.
I've seen close calls.
Oh yeah.
Very
dude.
close calls.
Yeah. Sometimes these guys will just unload all their people and have them start waiting at night.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what I would want to do.
Yeah.
I'd want to get to my structure while the sun is barely coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't really see. These guys want to burn the shoreline or something. You don't see the wade fisherman out there. You don't see the kayaker, right?
Yep. And then the fog.
Yeah.
That's the fog's where I've seen where we have almost gotten probably 20, 30 yards from some very well-known guides, and they just didn't see us. It's just a lot you have to take into consideration when you're heading out there. You know it's going to be foggy. I mean, fishing's not worth your life or a crazy incident. I mean, you have to be careful.
Even the 30-inch trout?
Oh, man.
Have you got a 30-inch trout yet?
Yes, I've got 2 now.
Dang.
2 now. One was
Where was it at?
Ago.
Where did you catch him at?
My first one, I think it was my freshman year of college.
Oh, wow.
Maybe sophomore year.
Yeah. Where at?
That was in Yarborough.
Oh, really?
In Yarborough, it was 31.5, but it just spawned. It was so skinny.
Oh,
Very
really?
Skinny fish. And
like Yarborough, like as soon as you park, like straight ahead, or like?
Oh, you're talking about where you drive?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit south.
Oh, you were in a boat.
Yeah, a little bit. I would say a little bit south of there.
Like a little bit south, like where those first islands start to happen.
Yeah,
okay.
And it
like
was
on the if I'm facing south, like on the left side or the right side.
If I'm facing,
I'm just
I was trying to think about it, man. It was a long time ago. After the freeze, actually, I noticed a huge change in Yarborough.
Yeah.
The fish that used to be one of my favorite spots in the fishes.
Oh, wow.
I don't really know, man. That's all. They all move. They all have tails. It could be a million different things.
That's a real tough subject.
Yeah.
Man,
but recently,
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But recently, February or maybe February or early March, I was very, very lucky enough to have this fish really close in the Laguna. It was 32 and a quarter and 9.5 pounds.
Wow.
And it was before that I caught 2 that were right about 7 pounds, and I thought they were huge because it's been a while since I was fishing. I was looking at them and I was like, oh my God, this might be 29 inches. It's like, oh, it's 27, 7 pounds. Great fish. We tagged them for the Institute.
Oh, yeah.
I used both my tags on it, and it was getting dark.
What do the tags do?
So these are dart tags. We use the Heart uses these tags. So when we catch this fish, we get a length and weight. and each tag has a number on it. It'll say RS blah 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 blah, and we'll start a video. This is so we can remember everything. We'll start a video and we'll say it into the camera and then end the video, so we don't have to write it all down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tag the fish and release it. The heart or us won't know anything until it's recaptured, and when the person who recaptures it, it'll say call for reward. But you'll also get the size and the length. So of how much it's grown and where it went. It's
Right.
pretty much with dart tags, but with acoustic tags, I don't do any acoustic tags because you actually have to cut the fish open and do surgery on it. But the people with the heart, they do that and they do a really good job at it.
How big it's gotten and where it's at
For
the tag.
for the tag.
How does that help
So
the fishery?
for dart tags, it'll pretty much show. So it depends on how long it's been since the first capture.
Mm-hmm.
But it shows where they moved to and how much they've grown in that time period.
Okay.
So we had a fish that we tagged in Oso. It was 5 pounds, 24.5 inches, and it was caught on the other side of Corpus Christi Bay 2 months later. And it traveled, I can't remember how far they said it was, but they called us, the Heart Institute called us and said, hey, your fish got caught at a pier.
Oh, really?
At a pier.
So they'll contact the person that actually.
Well, just because they know it was us tagging them, we're good friends with them.
Yeah.
But fish got caught, grew a little bit, weighed a little bit more, and we knew it traveled 17 miles or something like that. But the acoustic tags, this is what's really cool that they're doing. It's more of the biologists that are doing this, not us. They'll make a small incision in the fish, put a tag in it, suture it back up, release the fish, and they have really like over 90% of them will live. It's a really good number, and they have transmitters all in Matagorda.
Oh, they could just track them.
And as soon as that trout swims within a certain amount of space from the transmitter, it'll ping, and they have pings and spot. And I can't remember. James would know, but I think they said a trout.
James Heart Institute, right?
Now
we need to get James back in here.
Now he works at the Heart Institute.
Yeah.
He's the angler coordinator. I really don't know the name of it.
I want to know.
Yeah.
About the Heart Institute.
He would be,
because I got questions.
Yeah. Now that or Kesley Banks.
Oh, I know Kesley Banks.
She's awesome.
Shark fisherman.
Yep.
Fisher woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She is very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Everyone at the Heart. I mean, her, Greg Stunt, all of them are very, very. They do a really good job.
They love that shit.
Oh yeah. They're obsessed with it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what you need.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
But you don't want somebody that doesn't like fish.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
I think they're all biologists too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They have.
Like they're deep.
They all have masters degrees, man. They're all solid.
Yeah, they all make a whole bunch of money. Just fishing all day long, right?
I wouldn't even say they fish. They don't fish
That's
that much.
probably better than being a game warden.
Ooh, mate. Yeah, I think it's more action.
Yeah, I spoke to one of the captains yesterday, game warden. I got scared when I saw him. I always get scared, man. Like I don't even have fishing rods with me.
Yeah,
and I still get scared. You know, like I almost wanted to run away, and then I remembered I didn't even have anything on me.
Didn't do enough.
Yeah, so then I just stopped there.
Yeah.
If you could do it all over again, what would you do? Would you not come to Corpus?
I don't regret it at all. Not a single. I plan on living here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I can do it all again.
So you'll never go back to Houston?
To visit my parents.
Just visit family.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna live. I don't plan on living there unless the guiding thing just doesn't work out. But I don't see that happening.
Oh, I guarantee it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I could already see it. I could see. I like to. I've had. I don't know. This is 63.
Yeah.
I've probably had 40 something guides in here.
Yeah.
I can tell who's a guide and who's a guide.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a big difference
Right.
in that. When you could tell the passion that you have, that it's not about just catching fish.
Right.
It's about guiding.
Yeah.
Right. And teaching.
Teaching is huge. Huge. Yeah.
Fishery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you could do it all over, what would happen?
Man, if I could do it all over, I would have never enrolled in online captain school. That's my only regret, man.
Oh yeah.
I wasted $700 for absolutely nothing. I wasted money trying to save money.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went to Sea Academy, Captain Robert.
Okay.
It's 7 days. I got my license. I had all my qualifications within 7
Is
days.
it an easy class?
Compared to online?
Like, is this a class where you have to show up?
Oh
Or is it
yeah.
like
Oh no.
and N word?
You have to be there
Oh,
from
yeah.
8 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
every day for 7 days in a row. But the things that he teaches you what you need to know
Yeah.
for the exam and for in the real world. When you're doing the online course, I was reading about 80 pages a day, and I didn't even know what was going to be on the exam, what was important, what wasn't. It was horrible. I had no teacher. I was just reading books and answering questions.
Yeah.
Here you get hands-on at the Sea Academy, huge. And I
So at
know
the Sea Academy, he preps you for the test,
he preps you for the test.
not to be a captain.
Right. Well, and this is what he'll say. He said, "I'm prepping you for the test, but I'm also prepping you for the test out there."
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, all right,
Because it's not about the money.
no,
It's all about the
right.
money, right?
To some.
I don't know anything about being a captain. Hell, I might be a captain already. I'm just not telling anybody. Right? I don't know.
Right.
Right? Man, I wish you the best of luck, dude. What else where can we find you?
Man, I have Facebook and Instagram. I don't have my website up just yet, but it will be by the time summer's over.
You got Twitter?
I don't really use Twitter anymore.
Snapchatter?
Snapchat.
YouTuber?
No, not anymore.
Hey, you need to do all that stuff, Liam.
I have a YouTube channel. I posted
you do?
one video and just never really got into
Oh,
it.
it probably has like over 8,000
No
users.
way. No way. But y'all can follow me on Instagram, Facebook at Liam Qureshi, LiamQureshi. And my guide service is gonna be Lucky Liam's Guide Service.
Oh,
It
there you
will
go.
be, yeah.
I
It's
like
gonna be
that.
Lucky Liam's Guide Service. A lot of luck in my life. I've been lucky to have and blessed to have a lot of things happen.
Well, we're lucky to have you here, bro.
Oh man, it was awesome.
It was an
I
amazing
appreciate it.
show.
Yeah, man.
Facebook, you heard it here. Liam Qureshi.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram, Liam Qureshi.
Facebook and Instagram, yes sir.
Right? Liam Qureshi. Y'all look out for Liam Qureshi, guys. Guide service.
Yeah.
I'm going to be his first trip. I've called it already. I think I'm going to get some sort of discount or something, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
4%.
Yeah, there you go. Around there. Any discount helps, right? Y'all go give Liam Qureshi a follow. The Islander Anglers. Where can we find
Oh
them at?
man, you can find us on Instagram at the Islander Anglers or on iEngage. Again, Islander Anglers.
Facebook?
Facebook, we do have a Facebook account. It's also the Islander
Okay.
Anglers, all one word. Instagram's where we're going to be the most active. You can DM us, reach out to us, and we'll reply.
Okay.
As,
If there's a
fast as we can.
student at the school right now and has no idea who in the heck the Islander, where can we go to sign up?
iEngage is where they can see every club,
Okay.
all the clubs that there are, and they'll find the Islander Anglers on that.
Okay. iengage.com.
Oh, I don't honestly. Yeah, probably. It's on the sale. If y'all
Just
are
go to the
students there, just
school
go to the
website.
sale, go to
Yeah.
iEngage, and you'll know where to find us.
Let's talk about who's on my jersey.
Oh yeah,
What do we see here? What do we see
Man.
here, Liam?
very own Sarge rods.
There we go. Familiar face.
Oh yeah. We got Eurotech, Jim Lavelle. I saw you on here earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a great sponsor for us. We got K Wigglers. They've been great for us. Stinky Pants, Bubba Blade,
Bubba Blade.
Diamond V Ranch from
And
Gil.
dude, I have that Bubba Blade electric battery operated.
yeah, man.
Bad to the bone. Who's
Yup.
on my back?
Man, we got Roy's Bait and Tackle and no other.
There you
Coastline
go.
Trailers.
Roy's Bait and
yeah.
Tackle supporting.
Coastline Trailers, Gumverdall Marine, and the Judge Duncan Neblett, the Judge of Port Aransas. He's been helping us out a lot. Landon Bakes Construction, Real Sportswear, obviously, and then you got a few on the sides of your arm,
but
a few
what
on
do
the
we got
sleeves.
here? What do we
Heart
got?
Institute, the Heart Institute.
Oh, really? The Heart
yeah.
Institute
Oh yeah, they help us
supports
out.
too.
LSD, that's actually my mom's company. Shout
Oh,
out to
really?
you, mom.
Shout out
She's
to
actually doing the
To the
MS.
Qureshi family.
Yeah, she's actually doing the MS 150 right now.
Okay.
So she'll see this a little bit later. Fin Factory, they've been huge for us as
There you
well,
go.
helping us out. Remax, Kim, I'm gonna butcher this. Kim Mincich.
Close enough.
Yeah, something like that. And then Gulf Coast Waymaster, again,
Oh,
he's been
yeah.
helping us out on all of our tournaments. He's been huge for us. Spencer Electric, Blue Water Excursions. That's actually the company I'm working for this summer, offshore.
Oh, really?
So if y'all want an offshore trip, Blue Water Excursions is where you need to go. Waterland sunglasses, man, I love them.
Really?
They're very, very good for the price that they got.
Shout out to all the sponsors that we've just mentioned.
Yeah.
Guys, if y'all are interested in helping the Islander Anglers out, if you got a company, reach out to
Yeah,
Mr. Qureshi
yeah,
here
we'll
or
definitely get with you.
somebody on the campus. Is there some sort of like reviewing that they have to go through to make sure they're like a legit company or like an amount Like, hey, if you're gonna give me 500, we won't take it. But if you're gonna give me 1,000, then I will take it.
No, on our jerseys, they're all different levels of
Oh,
sponsorship.
yeah.
So you pay X amount of money if you want to be on the side, but if you want one of the big up front or on the back, then you just pay a little bit of more money.
Yeah.
We have
Roy's
sponsors.
is across the back.
Roy's is across the back.
Yeah, shout out to Roy's Bait
Yeah,
and
shout
Tackle
out
for
to
being
Roy's.
across the back.
Yeah, they've been huge for us. They've
Yeah.
helped us out a lot.
Hell yeah, guys. Like I said in the beginning, guys, if you do not have to know anything about fishing
No,
to be an Islander angler,
right.
right?
Yeah.
If the support is there, the friendship is there,
Yeah. I've made lifelong friends in this
yeah,
club, man.
they'll bring you on with open arms. If you ain't got fishing rods, talk to somebody there. If you don't got fishing rods, talk to one of us.
Yeah.
Myself or here at the staff here at Roy's Bait and Tackle, we'll be more than glad to help you out in getting on the water, right?
Oh yeah.
What else do you have, man? Anything else for us?
Man, nothing yet. I mean, I'm in a pivot point in my life where everything's about to change. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
But I'm just gonna
let it blow.
just gonna swing for the fences,
Just do
man.
it, dude.
See what happens. I'm gonna
It'll
try my
all work
best.
out in the end. I guarantee it.
Yep.
I
Hope
could
so.
tell the passion is there, the drive is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
The what else? Give me one more.
And passion, drive. I
Passion,
got
yeah, passion and drive.
and I'm gonna be the best I can be. That's all I can do. Honestly. That's
Thank you
all I
so
can
much,
do.
man,
Oh, I
for
appreciate it,
coming
man.
on the show.
Oh, it was awesome.
Roy's Bait and Tackle, Sarge Custom Rods, AFTCO,
Yeah.
Marshwear Clothing, Down South Lures, Tow Corpus Christi, Karbach Brewery, and New Canoe Kayaks. Guys, the next flyer will be out, I want to say next week. Man, I don't know what the heck happened this month. We had like shows back to back this
Yeah.
month,
You've been
man.
grinding them out. Yeah.
Sometimes my wife will just bust out, hey, guess what? I want to go this. You got family comes first.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Family comes first, guys.
Yeah.
My wife will bust out, hey, we got this quinceañera. Somebody's turning, 16. Let's go to this sweet 16 and I gotta call Liam and I'm like, guess what, bro? Can we push the show this way?
Mm-hmm.
Can we push the show
Yeah.
that way? And if I push the show this way, well, guess what? The other show gets closer to that show. And
Right.
now we got
Right.
stacked shows,
Yeah.
which is better for you all, right? But then becomes a headache behind the mic, right?
Right. Right.
I think this is the last day here at Roy's Bait and Tackle to get the discount on kayaks. Hey, Cole Baker, what's the discount on kayaks we could get right now? 10 to 30% off, and it ends tomorrow on kayaks. Cruise in and get you a kayak,
Yeah, man.
right?
A lot cheaper than a boat.
That's what I don't know.
Oh.
I've had kayaks that range up to $10,000. Just an equipment on them,
Right.
depth
Yeah.
finder.
Yeah.
I
Got
want the
enough
cool depth finder that'll look all the ways, not just down.
side scan.
Yeah, side
Yeah.
scan and stuff. I think when I first started, I had a kayak that was like $10,000.
Wow.
Now I'm in a new canoe, of course, right? I've learned
Yeah.
I've learned from my mistakes on having a whole bunch of gear with me.
Mm.
I think my kayak fully loaded right now with everything you need is around $3,000.
What about everything you want?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you always want the best stuff.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
right. I want my Daiwa rods, my Daiwa reels. I want my Daiwa. I want my Sarge rods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I'm the type of angler that will pay for performance. Right.
Oh,
I want my gear to perform when I
100%.
need it to.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want it to malfunction
Mm-hmm.
out on the water where it's time to take action and
Especially
it just
tournaments, man. You
yeah,
gotta have it. You gotta
dude,
have the
yeah,
best
for
stuff during
sure, man.
tournaments. Yeah.
A motor.
Yep.
Now I have a $3,000 motor in the back of my kayak.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could I go buy the $100,000 boat? Probably.
Depends on your credit.
Yeah, depends on your credit, right? Hopefully you can buy it cash,
Yeah.
right? You might get a little discount.
Yeah.
If you roll
Definitely.
up in there with $10,000,
Yep.
you might get arrested also. But
Out. Yep. Yep.
it depends what type of angler you are. But I mean, we've had the guys in here with those boats, and they swear by them. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they work. They're built for that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Are you going to be in a Mamba boat when you guide?
No.
No.
I bought a shoalwater cat,
Oh, that's a
23
good one.
shoalwater cat.
Yeah.
I did pay cash for it.
Oh, wow.
I just didn't want to have to deal with the loan, interest, all that.
You
Didn't
already
want,
got school loans. to deal
yeah, I
with.
did not want to deal with that.
Yeah.
So got a shoalwater for a great price. Has some small things we need to get worked out, but the guys at Fat Cat have been huge helping me
Yeah.
out. They've helped me out every step of the way.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
Rick Ojeda too. He's over at Fat Cat, and every time I bring that boat by, he swings by, and we talk about what we try to plan out what I need to get fixed first. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm not just
There's people that love that shit.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, Rico Hitta's one of them.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
you could tell. I mean, obviously, you could tell with his tournament experience that
Mm-hmm.
you know it's and him not being a captain,
Yep.
right? There's a difference between that. If you're a guide and you're winning these tournaments,
Not only tournaments, it's winning legends.
yeah,
Oh my
the
God,
biggest tournament of
huge.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the best anglers on the coast are fishing it. The best trout anglers on the coast.
Artificial showdown.
Artificial showdown. Yep.
Yeah.
Rick fishes that too, and
Yeah.
he always beats me.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
if Rick remembers when the kayak team was there
Oh,
at the artificial showdown.
I don't even remember.
I think it was before your time,
Yeah,
but my team was there
really.
and we fished the artificial showdown and there was a showdown between the only kayak team that was there and the big boat teams
Big
that
boats.
were there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, artificial showdown. It pulls in not only the legends guys, all the other guys who didn't fish legends. Everyone's fishing it, and they're all solid.
Yeah.
Everyone's solid fishing those tournaments.
Oh yeah, dude. Great anglers.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
anglers keeping up with the fisheries, right?
Yeah,
That's a touchy subject,
it
man.
is,
Fisheries.
man. It is.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people get pissed off. I'm one of them on the trout
Yep.
regulations,
Right.
right? What can we keep and not,
Mm-hmm.
and why?
Yeah.
Nobody has
Speculation.
a specific
No, it's
answer of why.
speculation everywhere. Everyone's different viewpoints are gonna say different things.
Do you think the freeze had anything to do with the trout limit? Do you think there was even a drop in trout limits, or why they took it away?
By what I saw, I did see more big dead trout than anything else.
Really?
Do I know how much it affected the ecosystem? I don't know. The ecosystem's huge.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really knows.
No one really knows. TPWD, they know what they're doing, and but you know, there's numbers that they weren't able to get accurately, like when the like we said, money talks, and
Who do you
when
think has the best info on that? Texas Parks and Wildlife or the Hart Institute?
they both
Trout fishing.
they both work closely together.
Does Texas Parks and Wildlife tag any trout?
We no,
Does the Hart Institute?
yes,
Bingo.
the heart definitely has numbers that they relay over to TPWD.
I wonder if there's somebody at the Hart Institute that is there and they opened their laptop and they were like, "Oh shit, this is for real.
James Sanchez would probably be the guy.
We need to get James Sanchez."
You
in
need him, Matt Strike. Matt Strike took over Greg Stunt's former position.
Mhm.
He's a great guy, and he has a passion for trout, and he also deals with all those numbers that we have.
Yeah.
But during the freeze, you know, TPWD they only got the numbers of what they can find. When those barges started coming through,
Oh yeah.
there were some fish, trout, redfish, drum that were
Who stops the barges?
money talks. I mean,
Yeah, but who could have said, "Hey, stop"?
they don't care. I mean, I have no idea. Because
Is it the city or is it the state
I would say city,
or is it Texas Parks and Wildlife?
not Texas Parks and
Right.
Wildlife. I don't think they have anything to do with that because those barges are pushing who knows what, and it has
Yeah.
nothing to do. They got to go from point A to point B.
You stop the barges, you stop life.
Right. But
Somebody's. It's either ours or the trout.
counterproductive, yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
It's ours or the trout, and yeah,
I think it would be like the state waters
I would think so.
that would get involved and say, "Guess what? Y'all are below 30 degrees. The water temperature is below 30 degrees. Stop the barges right
And
now."
I don't even know if that's a thing. I know they did stop them for 1 or 2 days, but they were supposed to be stopped for longer.
It
But
wasn't enough.
they didn't stop. They started earlier than they were supposed to, and the fish didn't have a chance to get out of there. And when the barges come through that intercoastal, all the mud just lays all over the fish. Trout,
Which is a good
redfish.
thing, right?
No,
I mean, if they're getting warmth from mud,
Yeah, but they're
I think
drowning in the mud.
yeah, I think it's more of turbulence
Yeah.
that kills the fish.
That is true. That's
Not
very. It pulls all that cold
yeah,
water, and I
yeah,
forgot the name of it. James,
yeah,
would everyone at the heart would know, and they think I'm
yeah.
stupid
We need to
because
get
I
the
don't
heart in
know.
here. And
Yeah, we definitely do.
Rick Ojeda says a comment. Water has changed from lots of things over the years as well. Noasis used to have a ton of fish in it when the salinity of the water was higher because of the wells in the area, right? Activists stopped that. Man, I wish I would have been there. I think that was before my time
Me too.
where the
Yeah, for sure.
activists
Yeah,
got involved.
yeah,
That's what we need
right.
is activists out there.
That's why they started the
Yeah.
Bring Baffin back. I mean, Cliff Webb. If you can
Oh
get
yeah.
him on the show, he talked about being in Baffin and being able to see 14 feet down.
Oh wow.
That's not the case anymore. We have all these agricultural runoffs, surface runoffs, and it changed the whole structure of Baffin. That's why they're doing the Bring Baffin Back initiative.
Yeah.
And
I'd rather them not. I feel like Baffin,
right,
right? I'm not talking about Alazon.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about Baffin is overfished.
100%. We don't
Just
even,
the name
yeah, we don't even go in there anymore
Baffin.
because you hear Baffin Bay.
Yeah.
You're a weekender. Again, nothing against
That's
them,
where everybody wants to
but
go.
that's where they want to
I
go.
just bought a boat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Baffin.
and lose
I don't even know where the heck I'm going,
just lose a
but I'm
lower
just gonna
unit
go.
while you're at it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it's dangerous over
Yeah.
there.
I mean, it's fishing.
Yeah,
You're gonna piss off all the guides.
yeah.
I think that's why all the guides have reached out to like the Badlands area, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yep.
further down south,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Rocky Slough,
Yep.
outside of Baffin, but close enough to Baffin,
Close enough.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm purchasing a guide service and I call Liam Qureshi, Captain Liam Qureshi, I might just say, dude, take me to Baffin.
If you want to go to Bath, I mean, a lot of guides,
Teach me Baffin.
yeah, a lot of guides will try to talk you out of it. And but if there's no fit, if Baffin's just absolutely horrible right now, I will tell them. But if they want to experience Baffin Bay, we're gonna go experience Baffin Bay. We're gonna try our best in Baffin Bay.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it is good. It does work out.
Because once that trip happens, that's my spot,
Yeah. That's another thing. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Next week, when somebody else says, "Hey, guess what? Take me to Baffin," you might see me in that spot
Right.
in my boat,
That's another thing. Yeah. That's another thing to worry about.
right? Isn't
Yeah.
that
It
crazy?
happens. I've heard Blackwell told me as well. I mean, especially a
Good
tournament.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, his spots. Yeah.
Oh, I've ran across. I mean, I'm a tournament angler,
Yeah.
and I've ran across guys. There's a few tournaments that I participate in. Some of the grassroots tournaments I don't participate in, depending on who's fishing it. Right?
Mm.
Like I'll look at the list. I'm like, right?
You worried they're better than you or what?
That and just history,
Yeah.
right? History of the angler.
Yep. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm more of a looking at the list and being, okay, this is going to be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say those guys are better than me
Right.
because I want that title.
Yep.
I want that guy to come the next tournament and say, man, that dude beat me last time,
Yeah. Yep.
right? I was the best
Mm-hmm.
and he beat me,
Yep.
right? That's what happened at the artificial showdown.
Oh yeah.
Well, I forget what place we got. I want to say second at the artificial showdown.
Kayak team.
Kayak team.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure Rick Ojeda was there. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I know Watkins was
bet
there.
he was.
I know Pederick was there. I'm pretty sure the Blackwells were there.
Yep.
I'm not sure what year it was. I've already forgot. It was a couple years ago. It definitely wasn't last year. We came back the next year, the following year, and got 17th place. Was it luck? It probably was, right?
Maybe.
That's a whole bunch of it.
Yeah.
Luck,
Yep.
right? But I'm more of I've been across the guys to be like, hey, you got to be 100 yards from me, dude. I'm not even in the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, well, I'm in a tournament. You can't be 100 yards from me, man. I don't even know what tournament you're on. I'm not even fishing it.
Yep.
There's a tournament every week.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
And most of them are dead fish tournaments.
That is, mm-hmm.
Bring in as many dead fish as possible. And it's a full stringer
Yeah. And
tournament.
It's pretty brutal.
Who stops that? Nobody?
You just got, that's
Because you
what,
can.
yeah, you can. That's what we just did on our last tournament we did. We changed the structure over completely to the forever last skills. So you're not
If it's
killing
not
everything.
Gulf Coast Waymasters, right? An official Waymaster,
Right.
right? I'm not sure if they're licensed. Are they?
I believe so.
Right? I think
I'm
so.
not 100%.
Licensed,
Yeah.
official Waymaster. I don't want to fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I've already had 3 Karbachs, guys. Y'all already know how I get. And I get all sentimental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
started singing stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What song's on your mind right now?
I don't know.
T Swift?
I'm more of a, like I said earlier, man, if it ain't got an accordion,
Oh, uh-huh.
see ya.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's been a hell of a show, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you so much.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to go check the brisket now. I'm pretty sure it's all burned up already, but I like mine crispy on the outside.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, there ain't nothing a tortilla can't fix,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Some ketchup,
Oh, my
right?
God. Oh, my God.
Man, I told you, man, we've been going an hour and 40
That
minutes.
is crazy.
Told you that.
I got to shoot a turkey tomorrow. We're going
Oh, do
turkey
you?
hunting.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, we're going turkey
Where
hunting.
at?
Oh, man.
South?
No, it's between Austin and Houston, or San Antonio and Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Weimer. We're going to Weimer.
We're running out of time for turkey
I
season.
know. That's what Derek Petter. It's his lease. I got to
Oh,
bring him
really?
those baits, and we're going.
Man, that's good to be on a college campus and be part of the Islander Anglers
That's where.
and people that own property.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
I met Derek through the club.
Yeah.
Like, when I say you meet lifelong friends, all of my friends I have down here, I've met in the club,
Yeah.
most of them, and we're gonna be friends forever.
Oh, yeah, I
We're
guarantee
all
it.
just tight
Yeah, dude.
and safe. We try to be like we were talking about on the water.
Yeah.
Knowing where each other are gonna be, talking to each other, communicating. We're all, we all try to be, and we all compete. That's the thing. We all
Yeah.
compete, man. We all try to.
The Islander Anglers tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets pretty wicked on.
Right?
Oh yeah.
It's always an Islander Anglers team that wins. Is it set up like that?
No.
No?
Renee won. Renee Lopez. Um, he's a Legends guy as well.
Oh, really?
He fishes. I'm not gonna say where he fishes, but
Yeah.
he's a great. It's always when he shows up to a tournament. Every tournament I show up to and I see him there,
He's in contention.
I get a little bit worried.
Oh,
Yeah, like, man. But yeah, we just had Derek's team, Jonathan Espinosa, Victor Gonzalez, Hansio. They all took it
I
from us.
participated in some of them.
Yeah, I
And I
remember
was
I
going
saw
to
you there.
participate in this, but I had a show booked, I think, that day.
Oh,
And they
okay.
got in the way.
Yep.
So there it is. Right.
That's it.
Hell of a show.
Appreciate
The
it,
next
man.
flyer will be out in a couple of weeks. It might even be today.
Oh,
I don't even know. I have to see when my next show is.
do you
But
know
it's
who
going
it's
to be
with?
another hell of a show.
You know who it's with yet?
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. We have shows booked up for
That's
probably
right.
to the
We
end of the
booked
year
a
already.
while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we get them booked up pretty fast, man, and it I hope y'all are enjoying it. Right?
Oh yeah, man. Love it.
Thank you so much,
Awesome,
Mr.
man. I
Qureshi,
appreciate it.
Captain Qureshi. Look out for Captain Qureshi's website and book a trip.
Yeah,
Right?
love to get y'all out there.
See y'all next time. Like I said, the flyer will be out in a couple of weeks and maybe even this week.